Okay, I have my little sketch hung up on the mill here, and we're going to make it out of that piece of plastic here, and so the first thing I want to do is the length of it is 1 inch 600, and I'm going to make two right away. So 1 inch 600 down. Get my calipers here. Got two scales laying here. 1 inch 600, and width is 400, so I need 800 at least. So I'm going to mill the end of this off a little bit, make this a little wider here. So let's see, how am I going to do this? Probably set on this surface and mill this down to that tangent point there. So get all the burrs off of it, and we'll set that down in here on a parallel, and we'll have to use a couple parallels in order to. So I set one like that, and then one like, and then the other one will sit there like this on top of it to clamp it. So, just so you know what's going on here in the vise. So that one sits there, and this one goes out in front of it and down on the vise on the parallel. So that way I can zip across that. And I got a 1/2 inch collet in there. I got a 1/2 inch end mill in here. Stick that in there. You know what? I think I'm gonna turn this light out once, since I really don't need it when I'm not doing any work that I need to see real well. And I think the camera will pick that up a little bit better. I'm going to move you to the other side, over here. And this is just plastic that I'm about to mill. It's I'm not sure what type of plastic, but it's a plastic. So I just want to come down to this tangent. This is a piece of scrap that. Oh, another 100. You can't push too hard with your burr knife on this plastic. It'll start to gouge in and take way more material than what you want. Alright, so I just want to mill across here and straighten that out. And then we'll get two parts out of side by side here, hopefully. Parallels here. See if we get the other one. Okay. Down. guess. I'm actually more than half the vise and should have been clamping on the whole surface, but sometimes that happens. Well, this plastic, you know, it's just not something that you can clamp real tight. All right, so there it is, like that. There's got to be 400 thou wide. So I think I'm going to get a slitting saw or a woodruff cutter and cut that in half. Use my bandsaw, but then I got to set it up for it's chopped. It's chopped now, so I'd have to set it up for vertical, and I just don't want to do it. So we'll do this. Let's stick one of these in there, and we should get away with it. And then I'm going to scratch lines on here. Scratch some lines here, and I want them at 400 thou wide. So I want to make sure that I end up with 400 wide material. And I can see that one. And I could just put the cutter somewhere in between that, and I'll be in business. Let's get, yeah, this won't stick up far enough. Yeah, see, that's too low. Too low. So, this one. How about this one? Whoop. Almost need to turn the light on now so I can see. Too low yet. Need to be taller than that. Okay, how about this one? That one will work. And bring our cutter over here. Bring her down to didn't quite go all the way through, but that's fine. It's thin enough now, I can just cut it with a razor blade. Don't need that. And razor blade. Cut right through that. We want to have 400 thou left. So I'm going to take this out of there. Put this parallel in there. Making the static electricity in this plastic is making it kind of hang up everywhere. Okay, side that I deburred down. Same thing here. Oop. I want that parallel to kind of sit in the middle so it grabs both, so I can get both pieces on it. Push them both down. Tighten that up. Put the 1/2 inch cutter back in. Lock her down.
Yeah, I got a slide line on there.
I'm gonna just give it a little squirt of air. Don't want to blow it everywhere, but all right. We want 400. Where are we at? We are at 420. We'll go 20 thou. 10, 20. And put that back in there. Hold that down. Oop. Okay. Now, lengthwise, 1" 600 long. I'm going to put some red Dykem on them so that I can see the scratch lines, because on that white it's kind of hard to see. So we're gonna put some red stuff on them. Now, I've always used the red instead of the blue. And I don't know if it's my imagination or what, but the red seems like it's off. When you put it on, it's thinner than the blue. The blue is a little thicker and doesn't leave as, I say it doesn't leave as crisp a line as the red stuff. Now, I might be all wet, I don't know. But I've used that forever, the red stuff. I had the blue stuff and I wasn't happy with it, so. Come on, dry. All right, 1" 600. I'm going to put a line on there and then I'll chop them off here. There. Looking at which side I milled off. One 600. All right. So I'll put this on this side over here. All right. 25 thou. Should have put a stop on there instead of. Yeah, I think I will. I think I'll slide a stop up on that. Yeah, these marks in this stop were made, this undercut here and this corner champ, that was made many years ago. And that was back when I was doing some prototype on a NC machine and got away from me. On a tree mill, a journeyman tree mill. I used to love that machine. That had A-axis or indexing head for it. Next thing we want to do is put the slot in there. I think I want to put the slot in before now maybe I want to cut this down first before I put the slot in it. Because what we want left is 250 and we are at 400, so we want to go down to 250 right there. Actually, I wouldn't have to thin that out, but I'm just going to do that. And 750 back. 750. So, can I get above my stop with that? If I put them both in there. Nope. Nope. I can get above the vise, so maybe I'll turn it around and go like that. $250. And then $750. This one wasn't dry. I got fingerprints all over it. That don't matter. That doesn't matter. Open that up a little bit more. Now, I want to try to keep them straight across from each other. This really isn't all that critical. It's more or less looks than anything else. And I do have a big radius in there. I don't know if I want, and that doesn't really matter either. I'm just going to go ahead and forget about the radius. So, we're at 400 there. And we want to go to 250. So, $300, and then, oops, 250, right there. I'm gonna come up and touch it and go over 750. dokie. Now we got slot left to do. I should check on my boards. I got my boards in the acid. The acid's pretty cold, so it's going pretty slow. I got the light bulb on and trying to warm it up, and it's down to, well, it gets, like I say, it gets down to 50 degrees about here in the shop. So now I want to pick up the edge, I think, of the vise and move over the 250 and then mill the slot. So let's get cracking here. The edge finder. Okay. Down, and then we go into touch. Okay, I'm just going to type in x minus 0.1. Whoops, what happened here? X minus, I can't go a minus, or do I gotta put in the number first? 0.1 minus, no? I've never come across that. On my readout, if I try to punch in a minus, it won't let me, it would not let me do it. Minus 0.1. Well, that's odd. Huh. I wonder if I hit the plus or minus. X. Ah, there we go. 0.1. Enter. There we go. So we're at -1. We want to go to 125, so we just need to move out 25 thou more. Oops, I did that on, boy. Were you listening to me? I went to X. Y minus 0.1. All right, what's going on here? There we go. So now we just go 25. I am totally backwards here. All right, well, trying to figure out my readout here. I've never had it do this. I must have accidentally hit. I got my numbers turned around here, or the directions turned around. I'm going, it's telling me plus instead of minus, so I don't know. So I'm just going to zero it there. And now you need to come over and So if I put it in this way, come up against that stop, it's 41 thou, 140 thou from the end of that stop. So or I know. We'll just take a block here that's a 500 block. Slide that up against the stop. And we'll come down and pick that up. There. So we're sitting at actually 600. X. We want to go to 140. Right there. That's where the slot will start. We'll zero that out. And then, I don't remember what size screws I put in there. Where'd my shield go from that? Stop. Well, I'm going to cut away here and go see what size screws I put in that, because I don't want to mill that slot oversized and then the screw heads go in. So I'll be back. Okay, I've got a 93.5 or 93.8 end mill in there, 3/32 end mill, and we'll see if we can cut that slot. And the slot is 491 thou. I'm not all the way through yet. I think that takes us all the way through in this cut. Now we're going to move 10 in, 10 out. should do it. Let's get a 440 screw here, make sure that we got her. Yep, perfect, almost perfect. So, one down. And clean that up with a razor blade, and should look pretty good. Let's see if we can do it again. Get the parallel out of there. Crank her into 0 on the Y. Crank it over to 0 on the X. And we'll go part way through. 491. Crank it out 10. In 10. And back to 0. Should do it. So all I need to do is take a razor blade and clean it up. When I put the screws in there, they'll have little stainless washers on them, so it feels pretty solid. I was concerned that it might not be solid enough, but it's plenty solid. I could have made it thinner, but I'm gonna go ahead and clean them up and mount one on there, and we got to kind of wait for the to go any further on these. We need to wait for the circuit board, but because I'll have to do like I did when I mounted the circuit board on the other, mill a spot, a little pocket in here for where the soldering fits into, and then put a couple screw holes in, and then but I'm going to start working on the magnet holder next. So I'm going to go clean these up, mount them, and then I'm going to go ahead and round up material for the magnet holders, and then I'll be back.